All right, Ian. How's it going? What's on my nose, I think? Got a spot on my nose. Or is it chocolate? Hello, Sophie. Hello, Sophie. How's it going? Hello, Shelley. Yeah, I survived. I survived the night. I'll tell you. It wasn't too bad, actually. I heard a few noises. I tried, hello, Casey. I tried to get to sleep around about 10:30. I was, I had my shelter door open, cabin door, shelter door, hut door, whatever you want to believe we'll call it. I had the door open until about 9:30, and it's still a little bit light out. But I thought, touch it up now, lock myself in, and make sure I had some tools with me, to be in case someone might try to break in, like the crazed serial killer or crazed axeman or probably some weird zombie that might be roaming around, whether being human or animal. So I had my axe right beside me. I had my spade on the other side. I had a saw, a hammer. I was tooled up just to be on the safe side. The only thing was, it's been dry over the last couple of days, but there's still water on the top above the ceiling, and it was leaking a little bit. No, it was quite warm. I'll be honest, it was quite warm in there for a while, and I was in my sleeping bag at first, but the sleeping bag was really tight, more like a kiddie's one, I think. So I had to open the zipper up on that and just have it kind of laying flat on me. And I'll tell you, it was really warm at first, but suddenly it did get a little bit chilly during the evening. Because I wasn't using the sleeping bag at first, but as soon as it got a bit chilly, then I used it. I didn't do any ghost hunting stuff there because I'm not ready to do that, especially at night time at the moment. But we'll probably do some stuff later on. But yeah, it was kind of okay. So there was I kept hitting like a little pitter patter where the water was coming through the ceiling, through the tarp, and falling on the tarp, which was on the floor, because I've got like this wooden flooring from an old shed kind of like wall, and that's all covered in mud. So I put a tarp on it, and I didn't wear my boots or anything. While I was sleeping, I took them off and stuffed some like tissue in there to stop the bugs getting in there and to stop water getting in. That once I had to get up, go for a little pee. And I didn't want to go outside, so I peed in the bucket. Kind of sod this, or I'll just pee in the bucket for now. I'm not going to go out there in case there's some weird fucking nutter out there, some weird fucking axeman or, a zombie, or the ponies might, get the wrong idea and charge me and do things to me, So like, I kind of like thought, now stop this, I'll just pee in a bucket and empty it in the morning. But when I got off to go to, take a wee, the floor was wet. I had my socks on, and I got a little bit wet feet, but it weren't too bad. It weren't soaking. Just like, if you put like a cup down on the side, and a few little drops of water falls on the sideboard, and you put your hand on, it's just like it gives you like a little kind of like dampness. That's all it was really. So I kept my socks on. I'm going to take them off. And they dried out, tonight anyway. I left the fire rolling. It wasn't that bad, I'm surprised that it's still kind of a little bit lit at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I did go back to sleep, I'll tell you, because like the sleeping pattern because it's like I'm laying on logs, uneven logs. And what I've done is that I've got some floor tiling, kind of like floorboards from the other kind of property just next to us. There's like a load of them just like laying around and kind of like a bit dirty and wet, but they did dry off, out in the sun during the daytime. So I've done like even out the bed shelter, or it's more like a bed storage thing, because at the bottom I can pull some logs up and put my tools in there. I was going to do like another kind of like storage thing, but I was just too bloody tired during the daytime in the next morning. But I had those flooring boards. I nailed them down. I took a great big like roll of attic insulation kind of stuff. Yeah, I used some of them to cover some of the gaps up in the walls before I put the tarp on. Hello, Angela. So I've done that. Then the rest of it I rolled out on top of the wooden floorboard things on the bed bench. Then after that, I tarped it over, put 2 tarps down, the blue ones, so it wouldn't kind of like fall apart, underneath. Then I had a bedroll, which I've had for a while. I can't even remember where I got it from actually, but long black bedroll. Then I put the sleeping bag on top of it. And that was it really. I tarped around the wall, but there was a gap, and I was a bit concerned about that gap, in case like spiders or bugs or insects started crawl up, go into my ears. So I stuffed some tissue in my ear hole, stop them, any insects trying to get into my ears. I wasn't going to stuff it on my nose, so I wouldn't be able to bloody breathe. I might actually look at getting one of those insect mosquito nets actually. That will probably help me. I don't know how much it costs. I just don't have the money to buy them at the moment, though. I have to see how much money I've got left after doing my financial calculations next week. And if I can afford one, I'll get one. Let me just see how much they are actually, anyway, on Amazon. Amazon. I think it'd be under mosquito, wouldn't it? How do you spell mosquito? MOSQUIT. Oh, mosquito net. Right, so a mosquito net, fucking 20 quid. So I've actually got a hat with a mosquito hat somewhere, but where it is, I don't know. But if I can get a mosquito hat or net, that ain't bad. That's a hammock with mosquito net. That's 37, but I don't really need a hammock. £23. That's like a hammock with a mosquito thing. I don't really need to have the hammock down, hanging up. Just have it laying down on the bed. You're talking £23. That's a nice one, 29. Camping hammock with mosquito net, ultralight portable hammock, quick drying, pressure and ironing, 300 kilo load compatibility. Get it tomorrow. But it doesn't say. How can you say it's get it tomorrow when it says delivery 9th of August? I will book that, Mark, though. That looks a pretty cool one. £20. If I ordered it within 2 hours, 39 minutes. I could get it tomorrow, but I just don't have the funding. I'll show you what I'm looking at in a moment. Oh, Jessica. So yeah, I'm looking at this one. So I could just lay that on the top of the bed and have the mosquito net kind of hanging up. And I could probably like, well, it's got rope, so I can just tie the rope up onto the beams, I suppose. I think that'd be ideal. No, actually, no, it won't be ideal because the mosquito net won't be long enough. So that's no good. That won't be no good. No, it's ideal if you're actually outside camping and you want to like use it as a proper hammock. So I would probably need something like that, but I don't know. I don't know. So I've got something like one of these hats somewhere, but where it is, I don't know. But that would only cover the face. Yeah, I know that, during the summertime, if I start camping over there, it is going to be the right pain. Like something like that would be ideal. Yeah. I'll put that on my friend ad list. Yeah. Unless one of you kind of people want to donate £10 to my PayPal account, then I can order one. Well, it'd be more than £10 actually, because fucking PayPal take money, don't they? So about £10 to my PayPal account. So it'd be like £14 donation. So anyway, yeah. First of all, I couldn't sleep all that well. I kept kind of like tossing and turning. It was like, I'm laying on a really hard kind of like wooden boarding. All I had like a sleeping mat kind of thing. One of these roll-up sleeping mats, but that wasn't really helping. I did order another one actually, but that one's a little bit too smaller than what I originally wanted, but it'd be okay for when I go out, tent camping. So what I did do last week, I got an airbed, like a mattress, and that turned up today. I'll show you what I ordered. So this is what I ordered yesterday, and it turned up today. It's like a inflatable sleeping pad, and you can actually pump it up by foot. Now the only problem is, if I put that on the floor, it could pierce a hole through the floorboarding, but I have got tarp on it. So when I pump it up, I'll have to put like an open packet tarp on the floor so it's got thicker. And then I can pump it up the way and then like shove it on top afterwards. But that was actually £24 that bloody thing cost me. So fucking camping. Think camping or wild camping or bushcrafting is cheap. It isn't. It's freaking well expensive, man. I don't know how much I spent on like camping stuff this month. Pretty fucking a lot, I'll tell you again. I don't own the netting yet. I bookmarked it. It's just like a normal mosquito net. I'm going to say like £12. Well, it's £9.99, but £12. If it made a donation, I'm not begging or groveling. If anyone does, then that'd be great. But anyway, putting that aside, I'll say at the moment, sleeping at the beginning was a little bit awkward. I kept tossing and turning, being on a hard kind of service. But it actually kind of like felt, what do you want about? It felt like if I was sleeping on the floor, like a hard floor actually at the time. Actually, if anyone wanted to send me one, purchase one for me, then you can actually do it through Amazon as a gift, can't you? Hello, the knowledge within. So yeah, it's kind of like laying on like hard. Well, the floor, the fucking like wooden floorboards are hard, aren't they? In one way, even though I had top underneath and a single layer of like bed mat. Then I tried, sleeping with the sleeping bag underneath me, but it did get a little bit chilly later on, so I had to like throw the sleeping bag on top, keep myself warm, and it did keep me warm actually. That sleeping bag, I was surprised actually, but because the floor, the actual bed was kind of like a bit hard, I just kept waking up every now and then. You know, I'll say I went to sleep around about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Then I woke up at 12. Then it was like 2 o'clock. Then I got up for a pee. Then I went back. Then it was like 4 o'clock. Then 5 o'clock. Then like 8 o'clock. Then like 10 o'clock. I thought, sod this, I might as well get up. And I was so fucking tired because the sleep pattern was so screwed up and I kept waking up. I didn't want to do anything, I was going to try to do that other storage for sleep thing for all my tools, but I couldn't be bothered to do that. And anyway, I would have had to gone looking for like more wood anyway, which would have been a bit of a pain. So all I'd done really was like tidied up everything which was in the cabin, because like everything was all on the side in bags and all messed up. I had breakfast. Last day I had barbecue pork, and a couple of sausages, and then the next day I finished off the barbecue, cooked that up. What else did I have? Oh, and I had some bacon. I did have eggs with me, but I didn't bother cooking the eggs. But it weren't bad, like little breakfast, finishing off cooking the barbecue and bacon. It was more of a pork couple of days kind of thing. Had a cup of coffee. I was going to take some drinking chocolate, but I kept thinking, I always forget about drinking chocolate. But I've got plenty of coffee there now. So I buy those sachets of coffee instead of taking a jar. I've got like a jar which I put my sugar in. And when I did go there the other day, the sugar was getting a bit hard. So, luckily I took some spare sugar with me. Hello, shrimp. But it's like all in all, it wasn't a bad night. I didn't freak out, which I thought I was going to. I'll be honest with you, I was really petrified being out there at first. And just before I shut the door, go to sleep, I was waiting for it to get dark. And you couldn't even hear a bird tweet. When you get those weird feelings that, you're being watched or something's prowling around and it alerts all the animals and it just goes dead quiet and you can't hear a pin drop. That's what it sounded like, But it wasn't like that all night. I did hear an owl tweet in a couple of times. Around about 5 o'clock, I heard some birds fluttering around the shelter, which I think were crows. I know there's a few pigeons outside as well. I thought I heard the little pony, which was kind of like trotting around. And lucky enough, all the ponies, the adult ones and the big ones, were in another field, luckily. So I did say to Ronald, I'm going to spend the night over and confront my fear of being out alone in the dark, in the wilderness, in the woodlands, and hoping that no fucking weird psychopath, action or serial killer or a fucking zombie or a rogue deer or something will come and kick the door down and attack me. When I said that to him, he fucking pissed himself, and he's like 78 years old, But, he was okay with that. I had to go to the shop and get some water. I had some water there, but I don't really like drinking water that's been in a bottle for like a month, you know, kind of thing, which it had been in there for about a month. I normally go over to his where his pony stables are, and he's got a tap there, and I'm allowed to get the water as much as I want. And I took 4 of the these bottles, like, you know, the 1.5 litre bottles, so I could fill them up. And I got to the tap and I turned it on, and no water came out. I thought, fuck, no water. Shit. Has he had his water disconnected or something? So I had to go take them all back over to my cabin. Then I had to lock the cabin up, so I ain't going to leave it out, you know, open when I have to go down to the shop, because it's like a 10-minute walk down to the nearest shop. So I went down to the shop, went into one shop, and I said, have you got one of those 5 litre bottles of water? No, they only had the 1.5 ones. So I said, well, let me go around the other shop and see what they got. So I went around another shop, and they had the 5 litre one. So I bought one of those, bought a couple of cans of drink, and went back. And I was okay with water for the, you know, the rest of the night and during the daytime. Even when I left, you know, like, there's still half a bottle of water there, which will probably last me the whole night next time I go there. I did go back round the shop again, you know, the next morning, go and get like a bottle of fizzy drink. So I'd already drunk the drinks, you know, the canned drinks. I mean, leave a lot of food up there or drinks. You know, I got a couple of tins of sausages up there, you know, the old Frankfurt ones, a tin and a jar. I did open a jar once, so I cooked a couple of those. And, you know, just left the rest in the jar. I've got baked beans and sausages up there, and the tin has been up there a year, and it's like kind of rusted. But, you know, the food inside should still be okay. If I'll eat it or not, I don't know. But the main important thing is water. So I told the landlord, the landowner, and he goes, oh, yeah, I know what's happened. He goes, like, someone come around and thought it belonged to Tom, the other landowner, and they cut the pipe, and it's affected my pipe as well. So, you know, we got to go and fix it. You know, he said he had some water, and if I wanted it, you know, I could have it. I said, no, so I've been to the shop and got it now. But, yeah, I thought I was going to be really scared, you know. I thought I was going to say, oh, fuck this, you know. Too much noise, too many creepy, weird things going on. I was practically like, you know, thinking, am I going to, you know, lock up and, you know, scarp her? Because, like, you know, the whole property's got barbed wire around it as well, and that would have been a pain in the ass trying to get over that at night time. So, you know, I was kind of like, you know, always a bit, I'll be honest with you, I was scared of shit. I was scared shitless at first, thinking like something crazy might happen. But, you know, I've watched so many videos where people have gone out and like done lone, you know, camping or bushcraft the first time, and you know, they've been freaked out, and they give you little kind of like hints on how to like learn not to get scared. They say the first time you go out can be creepy as hell, but you got to get, you know, you got to try to function. You got to try to get your brain to concentrate about the different types of noises that are out in the wilderness which you've never heard. You know, if you're near a river or lake, you might hear like, you know, ducks or geese quacking. You know, you might hear like frogs croaking. You know what I mean. You know, you might hear foxes. You know, well, we get foxes around here screaming every fucking night. Sounds like a woman being murdered. You know, you're going to hear footprints. You know, footsteps. You know, and that could be like, well, as I say, I'm on private land, and he's got like 10 ponies, so it could be the ponies walking around. No, it could be deer, because you know, I have seen deer. I've actually captured deer on my wildlife cam, so I know there is deer there. You know, you've got pheasants, which he told me there is. You've got squirrels, you know. And I know the squirrels are around because I saw them the other day when I was up there. So it could be squirrels like scampering around on top of your ceiling. And you know, it depends on what tide people are at. Till, you know, people could be walking their dogs, you know, at the back in the main public woodlands. Fucking hell, that spine outside. Just saw a spine hanging down. It covered the whole goddamn lens on my balcony camera. Shame I can't record on the damn thing though, because I would have like played it back and showed you, but I can't. Still ain't had the money to buy that because I've been spending it on bloody electronics and bushcraft camping stuff. I got me my two knives and machete come through yesterday. The reason I bought a machete is because, like, you know, got so much overburden, like, you know, thorns and weeds and, you know, like those snaggly bits and roots growing everywhere, you know. So I need one of those to like clear a pathway. Otherwise, I'm going to keep having like duck and dive under trees all the time, or, you know, keep stamping them down. So I got myself a little machete, which I showed on my other channel. If you haven't seen it, with a pair of little knives and a flint, one of those like flint things. So I've been spending quite a bit more money on bushcrafting. But the only thing I need to buy now is, I say that mosquito net. I want to buy another tent. So when I start fishing next year, I'll go out camping. Mind you, I can still go camping without fishing. I can go over Clapham Common and camp out in a tent, metal tent. I just can't find the rods for them. Got the fabric, but no rods. You can't just buy any old basic rods. So I've got to get myself yet another bloody tent. But I am going to go there. Yes, Jessica. Check my text. What text? I am going to go up there next week. You know, up there during the weekend, but it's kind of like going to be rainy. Going to have thunderstorms. So that means with that, you know, a lot more water is going to be coming through the ceiling. So tomorrow I've got to go and get myself a larger, and I mean a larger tarp, one which, you know, can can cover like a caravan over or something, you know, because I need to redo that roof, stop that fort. You know, I've got 5 tarps up there. Oh, thank you, Jessica, darling. Well, I don't need the mosquito net now because my daughter's ordered it for me, I believe. Have you ordered it for my address? Orders. I would have ordered it myself, but, you know, my slippers are falling apart. You know, I've had these slippers for 2 years, and look, holes everywhere, you know. You see like that coming through. So these have had it, and I actually ordered a pair of slippers today. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'll show you the tent I want to get. It's a camo one. You know, I always buy camo stuff anyway, because if I go somewhere else, it's more kind of camouflage. But this one is a Miltech classic 2-seater curtain, 800mm waterproof, and this is the one I want to get next. But as I say, it's £40. This one. The materials are more, you know, it's not like that flimsy plastic. No, it's more better material, because I could get that one, which is £33, but you can see the difference between that material. It's more like flimsier than that one is. That's like the kind of material they're using, like camo clothes, you know, kind of thing. So I want to get one of those. The other thing I was looking at, so I ordered that, and that's come through already. So I got one of those. I was looking at water purification tablets, but that's something you're going like, you know, on a camp, and you're, you know, near a river or something. You're going to like have to like drink river water. You know, I was looking at that tent as well, but you know, if there's like the camoed one, I would have got one of those ones, or get one of those ones. I've got my backpack. Now I've got my 60-litre backpack. I've got the blue one, so that came through the other day. See, these are things I'm looking at, you know, kind of thing. But the sleeping bag. That I got that one through the other day. This one. So I've got that bedroll. What's going on here? I've got a problem with YouTube, bloody my computer again. Yeah, computer's lagging that today. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, I need some thermal socks as well sometime if I'm going to go out camping a bit more. I want to get a little table as well, but I'm thinking of actually trying to build one. That's the next item I want to get, is a sleeping bag, but not like Kitty's one. What I have actually got one similar to this one, which I'm using already. It's like when you do the zip up, it's really tight, can't even move around in it. So I need to get more of a proper adult one. But you know, if I don't zip it up and I just have it open, then it ain't too bad. But I do need to get another sleeping bag. Now I've got that for today. Was it that one? No, that one. What one was it I got? That's the one that came today. So it's more of a foot pump. It's got a light inflatable pillar. No, I've got one of those Poundland pillars up there at the moment. And that's, you know, just no good for my head. So I kind of shoved it beside me where the gap is. Stop like, you know, any bugs coming through and like any draft, and kind of helped in one way. Hello, Tammy. Check your text. Did you have it sent to my address, or you got it sent to your address? And I thought, if you send it to me, I thought I would have got a notification from Amazon saying that it's going to turn up or something. Order placed. Review your email. Recent orders. You know, I don't know how it works that way. I know you can do it as a gift, have it sent to the address, but how that works, I don't know. Right, give me 2 minutes. I just want to go make myself a cup of coffee. It's your address. All right, okay. I'll tell you, a double sleeping bag, girl, would not fit on that bloody thing. It'd be hanging over. I just want to go and get a coffee. I've had one coffee today, I think. thanks for that, Jess. Love you. Anyone who gives me or buys me something, I appreciate it. You know, it can be bloody expensive to keep buying stuff. Need to have another shave. Need my haircut as well. I'll tell you, it's been bloody really weird. My head keeps like getting hot and sweaty sometimes. I don't know why. I've got the window open to cool down. Because like, you know, I'm laying back. And that's why I've got a towel there, because I'm getting a little bit hot and sweaty. My head, you know, my back of my head keeps like getting hot and sweaty as well. Even with the window open. I think those sweat glands are getting old. That's the reason why I'm probably sweating a lot more. No, one time I used to be so cold all the time. You know, just in this kind of weather. I used to have my t-shirt, a shirt and a jumper on at one time, a couple of years ago. But I think your body gets... Well, I know with a lot of older people, they seem to get more colder, don't they? But for me, I seem to be getting bloody hotter at the moment. Maybe in the next 5 years, I'll probably be sitting here freezing like an icicle. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye on the weather because, like, I wasn't there again on the weekend. But the thing is, it's going to be stormy this weekend by the looks of things. Oh, I don't need that open. Yeah, Friday, tomorrow, thundery showers from 6 o'clock. From 4 o'clock up till 8 o'clock, possible. Then again, Saturday, it's going to be thundery showers from 11 all out till 5 o'clock and rain through the rest of the day. Sunday was meant to be raining, but now it's changed. It's gone to like sunny intervals. So that should start helping to dry, you know, the wood, the land out and everything like that. But then Monday we got light showers from 3 o'clock till 6 o'clock. Then from 6 till the rest of the evening is going to be like kind of like partially sunny with like, you know, the rest of the night being dry. So it now looks like it's going to have to be Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll be up there. Go up there early in the morning like I did the other day. I left here at 5:30 bus. And I was up there for about 7 o'clock. Done, you know, I've done more than I expected to do, to be honest with you. Well, you know, I wanted to do a lot more, but as I say, I didn't get that much sleep. I was so fucking exhausted. So when I got there Tuesday, if the weather changes, if my, you know, tomorrow, well, it's Sunday, it's going to be sunny, and Monday changes from like rain showers to like, you know, dry throughout the whole day, which can be possible. You know, with the British weather, you can never tell what it's going to be like. It always changes on a regular basis. So if Monday suddenly turns around to be warmer and not going to be raining, I'll probably go up there Sunday and stay over Sunday night and come back home Monday in the afternoon. Or otherwise, if it is still going to be raining on Monday, I'll rather wait till Tuesday and go up there Tuesday morning all the way through the day, stay overnight again, and then come home Wednesday afternoon. Because I need to look around for some wood. I know, like when I was going down to the shop to get some water, there were some gardens and they had, you know, some wood in there. And there was a woman standing outside and having a fag, and I was going to ask her, but you know, I just wanted to get back to my shelter with this fucking 5 litre bottle of water. My hands have been kind of like cramping up as well quite a lot. Like I was trying to hammer something, and the hammer slipped at me because my hand all cramped up. It wasn't just like me right hand, but my left hand's been worse, and I can't even do a lot of sawing. So I'm going to have to try to get Ron, the landowner, and ask him if he can bring his chainsaw up so he can cut some wood down for me, because I've got this great big like log which he cut down, you know, these old trees they cut down last year, which is still laying there. I'm going to ask him to cut them down to like, you know, that size, and then I can chop them up for firewood. But I've got loads like branches and twigs and stuff like that, which I use for firewood up there. Interesting. Hello, Carl. Hello, Hyde. Don't say that. A face appeared in your tarp. Now I'm going to be looking at the tarp every time I go out there, making sure there's no faces pouring, you know, like peering at me. Thank you, Yurik. Scared the shit out of me. Just had a fox outside then. But it was all okay, you know. I thought I was going to shit my pants. Well, I didn't take no fresh ones with me. Even if I had it done, I've probably been coming home soiled. But, you know, I had a bucket there because I had to pee in the bucket. I'm going to go out at night, you know. I could have, like, just opened the door and peed outside, but, you know, I didn't want to do that. And you can't really walk around, you know, too far outside the door because there's just too much bramble, you know, pricklies, stinger nettles and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really want to like go out and, you know, walk 10 yards and trip over and impale myself in a branch or something. So that's why I ordered a machete, and I'll be using my machete when I got the next. So what I ordered about a week ago, which came the other day, so it didn't turn up before I went now, was some fat wood, which is a really good fire lighter. Really burns well. Got a nice kind of smell to it, like turpentine kind of smell. So I bought some of that. So I always had a little bit of problem lighting some fires. The wood was wet. Here's the machete I bought from a website. So that will be handy as a defensive weapon. And it's not that sharp actually. It's not at all sharp. Now, if I ran my finger across it, you know, I'll cut myself, but I've got like a sharpening stone up there. So I'll probably try to sharpen up a bit more. And instead of kind of like keep bringing it home, you know, I'll get up there. And if I had to like leave it at one of the Ron's sheds, I'll do that. Or I could just like hide it with all my other tools, I suppose. But that, you know, it's got like a plastic handle. But that's going to help me to like clear a pathway, cut the pathways, because all my pathways are like, you know, really grown over. The only thing was when I got it, there was a hole at the bottom, so I just put some black there, so that, and I put like some other stuff inside, like kind of like it's like a jiffy bag kind of thing, because like might want fucking go down. Sorry, I'll have to fix that later. Because that actually was going down all the way. No, it's not going down all the way. Because it's kind of like got pushed in. So I might have to somehow dig that back out. If I can do it. I might have been fucked up even more now. But anyway. And I also got these through the other day, all the same. All three came at the same time. These are just like little knives, like little survival knives. You've got the small now. And you've got your bigger one. And it's got rope in case you need it as rope. can use these to throw knives as well, I believe. And you've got your little lighter thing. What you do, you just like scrape that across and it causes sparks. And if you're using, what I find is really good is cotton buds, cotton wool balls. What I do is get a cotton wool ball with some petroleum jelly and I just like scrape it. And the spark will light the cotton wool ball, and then the petroleum jelly acts as like a light fluid, and it really does work well. So that's the other thing I bought. And these is actually off a website, not off eBay or Amazon. It's actually off a proper survival website. I might do a review on these actually. So I said, when I ordered them, I said, "Have you got any freebies you want to send me?" As like a sponsor, I'd be grateful, but they didn't reply to that email. Bastards. Maybe because I've only got like so many subscribers on my other channel. Could be that. So if you do watch my other channel, I'll be grateful if you could actually share the links out when I do some of this survival / bushcrafting / camp stuff. So I can try to get some subscribers. But yeah, I think I'll fuck this up actually. A little strap there, but them straps never hardly last 5 minutes. I was hoping, I wanted to get one with an actual, was it leather sheath? But they're so expensive. Nearly had it. So what I've done is I've folded up some of this, the knife inside, and for some reason it's kind of got messed up. And I can't get a grip of it. Hang on, what I'm trying to do. Here's my pinches. Let's see if we can get them in there. It's not working. Can't get a grip of it. No, not work. Still one pierced down the bottom, I suppose. Block that Ghost Stephen Ghost talk, please. Fucking arsehole. You can't have no decent channels going over that arseholes like him coming on and spamming. Just an arsehole, mate. That's what you are, fucking arsehole. You want to get yourself a fucking life. Don't do something like some of us people do. Don't get yourself a hobby. Because people like you are just a waste of space. Thank you, Shaz. I can't get this fucking out. Just jealous, that's all it is. Because I've got a decent enough channel with people viewing. Oh, I actually had it then. Everyone sees the link to that fake troll, yeah? Oh shit, I've ripped it now. Oh, this ain't no good, is it? Oh, I've ripped it right there. I'll have to get the tying kit out. No, I'll have to get my tying kit out and sew the fucking thing up with fishing wire like I normally do. But that troll sitting there laughing his fucking bollocks off now. Oh, he destroyed it. Yeah, I'll sew that up later. Do it tonight or tomorrow. That's the thing, like, you know, why give you a sharp instrument in a flimsy kind of like material like this? Fucking stupid, isn't it? Hello, butt kisses. Thank you, Shazzy. You're gonna get pillocks like him. Won't be surprised if he creates another account in a minute and comes back on, causing problems. So you remember last year you had to click on that link and report the channel art and everything else on it, yeah. But can't do that now. Got to try to find the channel through Google or through what's the name and report that. If you look at using my channel art as well as use my profile, he's done a screenshot of me and then, like, you know, used it as a profile picture. Still, at least it's another view, I suppose. You know, you can count it as a view. So a lot of the stuff I've taken up there, I've left up there. You know, in my backpack when I bought back, it was kind of heavy because I bought a lot more stuff back with me, which I shouldn't have bought. Any tools. I took a rechargeable screwdriver up there, so I could use that to, like, you know, put my bolts on and do the door brackets and stuff like that. Which I wouldn't have been able to use a normal screwdriver, not even the clamps I keep getting in my hand. So I've had to buy, you know, electrical stuff to take up there. I was thinking about getting a strimmer, but the landowner's got a strimmer. I saw it there when I was talking to him the other day. Yeah, it's another clone. Don't worry about it. It's been dealt with. I thought YouTube was going to start getting their finger at their butts and start doing what they were supposed to be doing when you create an account with the terms and conditions. What YouTube's supposed to have been doing, right, was when you open an account with YouTube, you're supposed to actually upload some form of ID, like a photo of your passport or driving license or something like that, yeah. Your telephone number and your home address, right, and possibly bank details if you, like, you know, rent stuff off YouTube to watch, and for your, like, modifications, if you ever get modifications or, you know, donations or whatever. Once you got the amount of people, like your 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views. But with new accounts, they were saying that, you know, you got to prove who you are. They haven't fucking done it, because otherwise these arseholes wouldn't be able to get away with, like, doing these troll accounts, would they? So that's what YouTube should be doing. Instead of putting new features on, get your fucking finger out your backside and stop all these damn trolls, because these trolls are causing problems for people. I watched a few videos the other day and people are just going off YouTube because, like, they've had all the trolls and, you know, the drama and shit. I've got an idea who it is, but I can't prove it. But to me, as you know, it's just another fucking troll and it's another view anyway. Just that, you know, I don't like it using my profile pictures or any of my content. Let me check on something else. There was a channel which had one of my videos, my profile up, and it also had one of Rose's up and another video up. I can't think who it was now. I can't remember. I know I didn't subscribe to it. It was Steve something 2020. I did report it the other day as well. When, I got a notification from Google saying thank you for your report. Let's see if I can find it in a minute. Might have deleted it actually. Can't remember what it was. Let me see. I'll look under comments. It might be on there, but I don't know. Comments. Helpful review. I delete them off the reviews as well. Copyright. Might be under copyright. Yeah, it is. I found it. Yeah, he's got one of my video up. And I think the other one is Rose's. Yeah, the third one up, that's taken down actually. That's Steve's Hunter Home UK 2021. Still up. I've reported God knows how many times, but YouTube ain't done nothing about it. So that's the one that's still up. Fake one under me. Yeah, they used to be able to do that, like, you know, a couple of years ago, Jamie, butt kisses, but they stopped it, didn't they? Which made it more harder for us to, like, find out who's trolling us and causing problems. So I didn't actually read exactly all the messages that he wrote down. Said, hello, how you doing today? Are you okay, mate? Smile, smile, smile. More smile floods, more smile floods. even more small floods, and more and more. I think it was all mainly Mojo flooding that he done. Then he wrote at the end, me, then Shazzy hitting him. And they must have, plenty of time to, to do that effort from an account just to come and troll you. And you know what? Another thing is, right, by putting new accounts up here, and your profile picture, I suppose they're helping your channel as well. Because, like, if someone goes to that, if they eventually do find that YouTube channel here, and they see that profile picture, if people want to find out who I am, they just copy that profile picture and put it in Google image search, and I'm guarantee it'll find my channel. So they're helping me in one way, I suppose, in getting subscribers. So I should actually be saying thank you for that, to be honest with you. But again, I ain't going to spend my time and energy and effort talking about these fucking weirdos, because that's what they are. It's just weirdos. People ain't got nothing better to do apart from try to cause problems and try to distract you. Well, you might have distracted me, but that's simply, easily kind of like can be renewed by me going back to what I was originally talking about, bushcrafting. I know my bushcrafting should be on my other channel. I know, I apologise, but I did do a live stream the other night, which I did promise I would do. And in the near future, after I've been there a couple of times, I spent a couple more times overnight, we'll do a live stream, and I will take my ghost hunting gear with me. So I did take a radio with me, like just a normal radio. I didn't even sit and listen to it. Time went rather quickly, actually, when you're on your own and you're, just pondering around doing other bits and pieces. Like even lighting a fire, right? I know lighting a fire is easy and simple. Well, it's not easy and simple when you got a lot of white wood and trying to keep the bloody fire. I think the fire that I did in the morning took me nearly 40 minutes to get it lit so I could cook my breakfast. And I'm not bullshitting, because the wood was wet. Even the cotton buds, the cotton wool thing I was using was a bit wet as well. So, it took me about 5 attempts to get the fire working so I could cook my breakfast. So that was about 45 minutes. So that took, you don't realise how long 45 minutes can actually go quick, sorting out all the bags, that took about an hour and a half to do as well. So I was putting all of the tools into one bag, then I was putting them back inside the bed bench as a storage for now. So I really wanted to not use that as a storage facility, because I had to keep pulling up some of the logs at the bottom, moving them out of the way, putting everything back in, and putting logs back in. And because it's so hollow underneath, you've got I have had mice in there before, which I did put a few traps in. I think one mouse must have tripped it and taught itself a lesson, and probably gone and told every other field mouse not going there because there's traps in it. But I've been there for a very long time, so for all I know, there could be mice nesting underneath my bed. There could be big fucking tarantula-sized spiders under there. There could be rats. There could be anything under that bloody bed. And when I was pulling all the tools out, sort through them, it was all damp, and there's damp paper and damp plastic bags, and oh god, it's so gross. But I had to sort it all out, and I eventually put all the tools into one fabric bag and put that in. A couple of saws I just hanged up on the wall. Just nailed a few nails on the wood, and just had a couple of saws hanging down. They can't be seen, I don't think, inside. The windows, I use one in the pound lane. You get those little kind of wooden fences. I use one of those to do the second window as well. so it's kind of like latched down. You know, you've got like little gaps you can see, you know, to let the light in, but you can't actually put your hand in because it's all kind of tied down and nailed down. So that's both the windows done. If I could find a way of doing it, but again, I really need the wood. I need lumber to do the roof. You know, if I could find a lumber place which was local, really cheap, and had free delivery, I'd completely redo the whole roof and, you know, lumber it all. Then I'll have one of those like little kind of sky window thing, you know, where you can actually like open it up and let the air in and let the sunlight in, and then close it when you want to close it. Now, it's got to be water resistant, but you know, I wouldn't mind having something like that. Now, I did buy 5 little tarps again today from Poundland. What I'm going to do when I got next time, I'm going to be like, you know, stripping that roof off again and redoing that roof. The door will have to wait. There's still a gap in that door, so that door will stay as it is for now. But I need to do that roof because there's water dripping through. I'm going to go to Home tomorrow. They've got a massive tarp up there. I think it's like 3 meters by 3 meters or something like that. I think it's like £13. I've just got enough money for that, so I'm going to go and get that tomorrow. I do need a broom, but I've got the kitchen. I'll probably take that with me. I've got half that insulation, which I'm going to take up with me again, and you know, just carry on insulating the walls of that. And then maybe next month I'm going to go out and get some more mud. You know, I've still got some plaster and I've got some concrete, you know, mixture still. I'm going to take that up and start, you know, mud packing the outside of the wall again, because some of it's all come off. So that needs to be redone. The fire pit outside needs a little bit of patching up. I think the main thing I'm going to be doing when I'm up there next time, whether it being Sunday or Tuesday, is to redo that roof. So you know, I just don't want the water keep dripping through. And I've got 5 like normal tarps up there already. No, 6 actually, I think. But when it rains, the water's coming down, and it's like putting pressure on the tarp, and you're getting those like little kind of like, if you think about it, if you like, you know, oops, I nearly fell off the chair then. Once you like, you know, you can pull it out like that, but once the water starts, you know, falling and gets heavy, it kind of might makes those little kind of like indentations, and that tarp does eventually start wearing out, you know, due to the weather factor. So they're not really like proper waterproof. If I was in like, you know, somewhere in like Asia, you know, like, because I've been watching a lot of the Asian ones, like in oh god, where is it? Well, the Vietnam, and China, and the rainforest. They use bamboo to build their buildings. Then they use the bamboo leaves, and that's a really good weather protection. Because what they do is they layer it down like 4 or 5 layers, and that doesn't let any rain in at all. But we don't have that over here. You know what I was going to find? To see if there is any place that does bamboo. But then again, it's going to be fucking expensive. There just ain't no place that does bamboo. You know, this country isn't, you know, hasn't got the weather or the proper, what's that word I'm trying to think? Oh god, I'll get stuck with words sometimes. You know, we just don't have the land, the moisture and all that kind of stuff, like the tropical jungles have, you know, and they can actually grow bamboo over here. I think it's like down to the conditions if we can grow bamboo, and I've never seen bamboo in the shops that I've been into. Sorry, I'm not reading chat tonight. I saw that one. Well, the only one that came around was like the little foal, pony foal, and I think it's like about 6 months old. And no, it followed me a little bit, and I turned around and said, "I've got no food for you." And it kind of was stood, and I tried to like pat it, but it kept just like running off. On when I woke up the next morning, the other morning, I went out to do something. I think I just went out to get some more twigs and branches to light the fire up to make me coffee. I saw it galloping past, so I don't know what spooked it, but something must have spooked it, and it weren't me because it's over. And I saw it just galloping past, and I thought, well, maybe it's just going out for a little trot or something spooked it. Could have been a fox, or could have been like, someone walking past in the woodlands behind me. I thought about getting some carrots today, but so my money's really, really short. I shouldn't be spending the amount of money I have got actually on like all this camping stuff. But I did buy some food for this week. I'm hoping to have another barbecue up there this time, not pork, but chicken. So I've got chicken, and I bought in Poundland. I'll show you what I got from Poundland, which is pretty cheap. Well, I say cheap, but it's interesting. Can't let the way you. I'll feed you in a minute. I've got a cat. Right. Maybe you guys can help me out with this, yeah? Because I normally cook my dinner. I don't really buy food that's already pre-cooked, but half a chicken, right? Half a chicken, pre-cooked. It says that it's ready to go to eat as it is, but you can reheat it, I think. And I would rather like to reheat it, but I've got to use it before the 8th. Ready to eat. But on the back, it says place portions on microwave plate, heat on full, allow to stand for 2 minutes before serving. But it doesn't tell you how long to cook it in a microwave. In the oven, it's 20 to 25 minutes. Oh, hang on, microwave, 4 to 5 minutes. So I've got that for Sunday dinner, I suppose. 4 to 5 minutes to microwave. But that's like £2, and this was £2, and this looks really nice. Sweet barbecue pulled pork. So I'm going to have that possibly Monday or tomorrow. I don't know yet. I might have it tomorrow or Saturday. And this one, I'll have half on Sunday and then half on Monday. But that barbecue Drake's looks tasty, doesn't it, eh? Mmm. Got a new kitten, little 4. Hello, Pipe Tomcat. Yeah, let me just take this back out. I need to find my sewing kit. Got looking out in the living room. Walking out of here into the kitchen with these glasses are really blurry. Right, better sew that back up. What I normally use is get a sewing needle and I use fishing wire. Because fishing wire is a lot more stronger and sturdy. But it's a little bit more awkward to thread a needle. And the other day I was trying to thread the needle for like half an hour. Now I've got these like cotton, but that cotton isn't really that strong. Now I've got some broken needles in as well. The only thing is that they haven't supplied me one of those little thumbnail things. I might use it one. So I'm afraid you'll have to bear with me while I sew that up. So I'll use fishing wire because it's better and stronger. You want to cut the damn thing. That might be long enough. See, that's another thing you need to learn about. You know, you're out in the survival sewing. So if you cut yourself one day and it's a deep cut, then you need to sew the cut up, don't you? So I don't actually make a knot at the bottom. Well, not there anyway. Do a little knot at the bottom down here. Stop it going through the whole surface. If I can get it into a knot. I sewed up something the other day. What did I sew the other day? That took me a fucking long time to sew up, whatever it was, I can't remember. Right. Move that out of the way. Put those needles back in there. And little scissors. That back. So in that bag I've got my sewing kit. I've got a first aid kit. I've got mosquito fly spray. So I just fill out the bag. I've got some tissue. I've got a pair of scissors, some cooking fat, candles, tape, about two tea light candles, some that black masking tape thing. I've got a little knife sharpener thing in there. Wet torch, little knife, and some wet matches. Can't find the lid for that. So that's my kind of like little rescue pack. Alright, let's start on this. So otherwise I will forget to do it. I won't be reading chat, I do apologise. Because once I start doing something, I need to concentrate. I need to go right down here. Make a tie to it. These ain't the right glasses I should be using actually. If anyone wants to kindly support my other channel, I'll put the link. Do I remember what one it is? You might not have seen the other videos I uploaded yesterday. But if anyone wants to watch the videos I uploaded yesterday, or if you want to support the channel by making any PayPal donation, I'll be grateful. All you got to do is click on the. Actually, I ain't got that one. That's on my last chat one. If you click on one of the links, like an actual proper bushcraft video, there's a PayPal link there. Anything that people donate to my channel, that will be used on buying more stuff for bushcraft and camping. And I will be doing some nature walks as well soon, when I get a bit more time and when the weather has changed. We'll do that. Let's just click on that one. That'll be better. All right, so let me just sew this up. I'm grateful that my daughter has paid for the mosquito net. I'm not saying that mosquitoes are out and about at the moment, but there was a fly buzzing around in the other night that kind of like got me annoyed. And if I found it or saw it, I would have gave it a good old squat. Actually, it wasn't a fly; it was a wasp, I think. I did get a donation about a week ago from I think it's just LLS. We did a $4.99 donation, so I appreciate that. That went on some camping gear. Well, it went towards the camping gear anyway. It was originally meant to be for a toaster, but I kind of accidentally spent it on camping gear. So I do apologise about that. But I will get a toaster soon anyway. I've got one, but it's kind of like near desk doorstep, you know. It's like just falling apart. The only thing is, when you're using or sewing, you've got to be careful because like the bottom, you know, the other side, sometimes it tends to slide out the hole. I wish this was like an actual leather sheath or in a plastic one. That way it won't fall apart so easy. What I might try to do, if I can find some decent enough wood, like some planks, I might try and make myself a wooden sheath. But the thing is, how the hell am I meant to get a bracket on the back to stick on a belt? Unless I use some kind of a epoxy glue or something. Now this ain't going to be neat and tidy, but it'll have to do. They want me to write a review on this, which I think some websites do. They tend to ask you to do. I'm going to put down sheath completely useless, fell apart even before using it. That's my plans next time I go up there. Redo the roof. That definitely needs doing because it's still leaking water. And I've done that roof like twice. That door's been done 3 times and it's still not good. Because like the door, you know, where I've built the frame, it's just kind of uneven. And to do that, you know, if I was to redo that wall, I'd need like proper timber because then that would be straight. Because the wood in this country is always, you know, bendy, out of shape. You know, you don't really get many trees that are like dead straight. So I've just had to use, you know, what I could find. And where the door is, it's got like a gap. And like, you know, you can peek in and see what's in there. When I'm inside, I can push it and like bolt it, and you don't see the gap as much. But when you leave and close it up, there's only one bolt, one padlock on the outside, because there's no way of me putting a second padlock at the top to bring in the door more closer to hide that great big gap. No, if the landowner had lived near like such a like old built what's it called, a builder's manufacturer kind of thing, they used a load of pallets, and I was like ditching pallets all the time. I'd like to have built it out of pallet, but there just ain't nowhere to get old pallets around, you know. Round here, I saw about 8 pallets today, travelling around on the bus, going shopping. And now them big black, the big blue heavy ones as well. A couple of brown, lighter ones, but how the hell could I get them up there? The only way for me to get pallets up there is to find someone with a van and hire a van out for the day and take a load up, kind of thing. Because next year, I was thinking, building another shelter, but a little bit further in, near down to the bottom of the little woodland, what I mean, but it's going to be nearer to the field then. And then that way, the other people, like the other landowners, would be able to see it. But if I was to rebuild it, I'd probably want to do it out in pallet stuff. Because all the trees is just uneven. If you lived in rainforest or Vietnam or somewhere in Asia, you could use what's the name? Not palm trees. The ones that they use in China. There's a certain tree I use, which holds up. It's supposed to be really tough and strong. I don't remember what it's called now. Right, that'll do. It's not pretty, but it will do. There's no hole in now. Because I can't get a damn thing in there still. I might just have to take that polystyrene thing out. It just keeps getting away. I'll have to pull it out, I think. No more luck, I'll probably go and tear it again. I wanted to try to find some cardboard, but I've got no cardboard to use. When I got this the other day, there was a great big lump at the bottom, and all it was the plastic which was covering that, was shoved down the bottom. It's falling apart inside. It's not worth having it in, I don't think, to be honest with you. It just keeps getting stuck at the bottom. Now, the only reason I put that on because there was a hole where the blade was sticking out the back. And I'm pretty sure these will not hold much. I might have to do some stitching on there as well. I'm going to do it tonight. I'll do it next time. No, it's not that I'm going to be wearing this all the time anyway on my belt. And that's how it's supposed to go in like that. So you've got no blade showing. But I doubt I'll be using it how much anyway. It's just like I only bought that to clear, the weeds and the bramble, make a bit of a pathway, so I can like move around without tripping over all the bloody time. I could wait, and I could have waited and asked Ron to come down and like use his strimmer and clear the pathways, but he's kind of busy a lot of the time, sorting his olds out and doing fencing and stuff like that. Which I need to tell him actually, one of his fences have fallen down. But he's got like chickens, he's got to look after as well, his pet dogs, he's got like 4 or 5 dogs that comes around. My little sidekick. He's got to like sort all around the back of his pony sheds as well, because that's getting all overgrown. No, he said any time I meet something, I can always ask him. He's got the time to do it, but I don't really like asking too much from people, because he's given me the, he's been good enough. Like give me permission of milk detecting over there. Then he gave me, the go ahead to build the shelter. Then he helped me to cut some of the wood there, which I needed. I'm going to have to ask him, if he's going to come over and cut some of the long logs I've got, so I can use that as firewood. My glass cake's gone. Yeah. I don't normally use lighters, but I always have 1 or 2 spare in case I get a bit fed up, using the old fire lighter technique with the old knife and what do you call it? Well, petroleum jelly works quite well. It's like Vaseline. That's pretty good. Well, I did upload 2 videos on there yesterday. One of the craft, which got 40 views on there now. 49-minute video. So the video has been cut down quite a lot. I don't video as much as I normally do now because half the time I'm just talking crap. And sometimes I don't get a camera in view. And I forget to video some of the stuff that I want to talk about or show. So, the first night out is 49 minutes. Then I did an upload the wildlife cam video as well. Then I did a live stream last night before I went to bed. Right, good night, Jess. You're still there? Oh, yeah. Cheers, purchasing that mosquito net. That will be handy. But I do not want to know anything about this bloody COVID stuff anymore. I still keep getting flooded with this damn thing. Right, so that's it really, guys. I will do one night paranormal over there. I'm not going to do it next time I go. You know, it's going to be 2 or 3 times of me getting over there, sleeping over there, and getting the use of the environment and the noise situation over there. So maybe in the next couple of months, I'll decide to do an overnight and do a little ghost hunting in the actual shelter. I might even do a little walk around the swirl if the pathway's been cleared off. And, you know, take the old K2 and ghost box outside for 5-10 minutes. Try to do a live stream. But see how it goes. I was actually planning to go down to Kent and visit my mum and sister and try and get my nephew Warren to take me up to Jordan's Wood and do do a ghost hunt up there again. Maybe try to do a little live stream up there. I don't know about Aaron. I don't know if he's interested in doing it. You know, he hasn't done no ghost hunting with me for a couple of years now. And I think he's just kind of lost interest in it. So, did you put a comment in there? If you put a comment on the channel, yeah, on the video, then I can go by the timestamp. I didn't have the comments on originally, but I have put the comments on. So, apart from the actual, not the action cam, the wildlife cam, that one, that for some reason the comments keep getting turned off. And I've gone into the section and turned off the comments to, you know, I've put them for the comments to be turned on. But as soon as I finish this one, I'll jump over there and I'll enable the comments on the wildlife cam version, which is only like 12 minutes anyway. So yeah, if you can do that for me, I'll check that out later on tonight or tomorrow. I know you already probably put the time stamp on here, but I've not been able to read chat on here tonight, so I apologise about that. But if it's on the bushcraft one, the main one, you know, right. It was 32.52, 32.52. So that was on the other one then. 32. I've got it at 32.35 for now, so I'll check that out in a minute. Actually, the comments on that one is active, so if you can jump over and put the comments on there, the timestamp, and I'll check the timestamp on there in a little bit. But I'm gonna go watch a quick couple more videos, and I'll probably have an early night, so I'm bloody tired. So next time I'm up there, if Monday decides to clear up, I might be going up this Sunday and staying overnight Sunday night and coming home late afternoon Monday. But if the weather still says it's going to be rainy on Monday, I'll probably wait until Tuesday and go up there and sleep up there Tuesday night and come home on Wednesday evening. Right, so cheers everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night.